The strongest part of our body is not the skull, but the mind within, because it is our mindset that defines us. It is the most powerful tool that we can harness for all levels of success in life. But I learned this the hard way. Most of us must have felt discouraged or even dejected after not being able to win a race or score well in an exam you really worked hard for. Well, this was exactly what happened to me. Greetings, I am Yashika Ahuja. I love playing basketball. When I was new, I was in the freshers batch where I used to lead my team and display a good game there. Most of the times, I was even appreciated by my coaches too. With a lot of hard work and dedication, I was finally shifted to the seniors batch, where the tables turned completely. When it was my first time in the team selections, I thought that I would be one of the first few people who would be selected in the team. Well, turns out I'm really good at predicting the future. I wasn't even selected. I thought it was so because it was my first time in the team selections and I was new to the batch. So the next time I entered the court, I was praying to be selected. Prayers worked and I was selected this time. Thankfully. The only thing that was going on in my mind at that time was to score a basket and to prove myself. But the unexpected happened and I could not perform well at all. That day, the real problem began. I started to lose my confidence and got insecure about my game. I felt that I could be nowhere near their skill. Most of the players in the seniors batch were very well experienced as well as trained, as they had played among the state and even the national level players. Every time I played among them, I felt nervous. I felt that I would be mocked by them for every mistake I might make. And whenever I tried to score a basket, I made mistakes. But the worst part was that I could not seek advice from anyone regarding those mistakes, believing that they'll mock me and even blame me for the defeat. There, I had no friends and no communication, which continued. Negative thoughts came into my mind. You can't play basketball. You do silly mistakes. You always make the team lose. This brought me in such a situation that I started making excuses for avoiding the basketball classes. This prolonged for a month, and I started to hate being on the court. I knew I really needed someone at that point of time. Life doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a mother who knows everything. Maybe she has some sort of monitoring device or software installed that can detect any time something goes wrong. My mother's intuition too worked, and she soon figured out that something was wrong. Her daughter, who was a huge fan of playing basketball, was now making excuses for avoiding the basketball classes. My mother came up to my room and sat next to me. She asked me if I was all right. I took a deep breath and told her everything. My mother gave me a supporting hug and smiled. She told me to have faith in myself and to keep working harder. She said it is okay to make mistakes, but it is very important that you learn from them. That day, I got the best advice from her. It was a very small, but a very powerful phrase. Keep on keeping on. She told me to trust the process and to keep working harder. Believe in myself, take my challenges, dig deep within myself. She added, rejection does not define you. You define you. This gave a boost to my confidence. And the next day I entered the court, I had a big smile on my face. That day, not only did I play well, but I also twisted my ankle. My positive mindset and the changed approach was exhibited in my game. I started getting acceptance within the team. For every mistake I made, now I had friends around me who would guide and encourage me to keep on going on with the game. My positive mindset set a journey which taught me that it is our positive mindset that sets the tone of how we see the world around us. It isn't that I'm not making mistakes anymore. I do. But now I know that it isn't always about being the best, but it is about constantly improving and growing. We also need to appreciate those mistakes that make us the better person we are. It was time for me to make a decision whether I chose failure as the end of everything or as a new beginning. I'll go by the mantra. Keep on keeping on. Thank you.